And the time has come for me to review my final hot picks for the title of Miss Universe Philippines this year. After following them online for the past 3 months and finally watching them in the flesh during the preliminary competition 4 days ago, I'm now ready to roll out my list. But before that, allow me to share you my thoughts about the preliminary competition last Monday night. First, I just want to give the whole MUPH organization a pat in the back for finally improving its live stream telecast in terms of HD quality. I thought I'll never see this day coming, but it finally came true. Kaso, at the expense of everything HD, we had to suffer and wait until almost 11 p.m. before the show finally started. It was really crammed right after the Mr. Pilipinas Worldwide Finals. And much as I would like to suggest na agahan sana nila yung telecast ng finals ng Mr. Pilipinas Worldwide, hindi na rin nila nagawa as they were all busy filming the closed-door interview segment of the competition earlier that day. So, nakita nyo, tinuhog na lang nilang lahat sa isang araw given siguro that was the only allotted time or day given to them by Resorts World Manila. So anyway, let's now go naman to the technicalities of the prelims. I love the mood. The lighting was good, bright, and maaliwalas. I also love the songs used for the show. Dito mo talaga makokomment ang MUPH as it really champions OPM music. Parang ang iconic na mga kinanta nila like yung Magandang Dilag nung 2020 time ni Rabia na very fun and catchy at may Filipino touch. Ngayon, di ba yung Sweet Margarita, tapos yung kanta ni Sam Hashimoto din, na gave, so, sa swimsuit pala, sa evening gown yun. The swimsuit segment of the show had Binibining Pilipinas 2019 vibes to it. However, as much as we are reveling about the HD quality of the show on camera, the production staff still have to improve on so many things. For one, the camera angling and transitions have to improve pa talaga next year. Kasi hindi ko talaga gets yung camera angling, especially sa middle center poses ng girls. Tapos from bottom, yung camera looking up agad. So basag na basag talaga ang mga poses ng mga girls on cam. Buti na lang maraming accredited pageant media ang nako-cover for their socials. Kaya na-appreciate natin yung mga footages. Kasi nakita natin yung mga footwork ng mga candidates during the show. I also noticed the fabric of the sashes were a bit too thick this year. Ang kakapal. So, you can't really appreciate the body and cut of the swimsuits. Nasasapawan talaga. So, can we just go back to their sashes back in 2023 na manipis lang at hindi natatapakan or natatakpan ang mga damit ng mga Merlies? And ito pa guys, the most pet peeve of them all, the capes bearing the logo of a sponsor. Can we think of another marketing strategy for these sponsors other than putting their logos on the capes of these ladies? As it really is distracting me. Ang baduy ng capes talaga na with the logo on it. And speaking of the capes, I love that it was flowy, but it's just unfortunate that a lot of the girls did not know how to play with it. Now, watching the ladies in the flesh for the first time gave me the thrill as it really made me discover that there were so many non-frontrunners who really performed and caught my attention. First one was Miss Negros Occidental. Guys, ang tangkad-tangkad pala niya in person and she looks so statuesque. For a moment, I thought I was looking at Miss Universe Greece 2001 Evelina. Ganun yung strike niya sa akin nung nakita ko siya on stage. And then Miss Camiguin also did great with her Latina aura styling. That pink gown really caught my attention. It is in fact part of my best gowns of the night. Tapos si Miss Caloocan, napansin ko rin, she had clean and great strides too. Miss Batangas also caught my attention. Who else? Miss Davao, I really love her beauty. Her gown was really beautiful. The color yellow looked good on her. The gown's beadwork was so immaculate, but I got lost on the shoulder pads na may cape. It kind of looked like a superhero costume where there were so many things going on. Kayo ba ganun din ba yung nararamdaman nyo nung nakita nyo yung gown niya? I also did not like Miss Elegant's yellow gown as that cape really overwhelmed her small body frame. Buti na lang na isalba ng mukha niya. So I hope she will switch to a better gown tomorrow night. So na guys, let's now go to my final top 14 picks for the title of Miss Universe Philippines this year. And Let's start off with my 14th spot, Harina Sandu from Isabela. You know, Miss Isabela really redeemed herself in her gown as she was very angelic in her moves there. For a moment, she reminded me of Apa, who is now Miss World Thailand 2025 in terms of overall styling. I thought her walk improved too, but I just don't like this, hand thing or hand gesture every time that she's doing every time whenever she is about to turn in her presentation. So can she finally ditch that hand gesture for the finals because it looks so unqueenly for me. Feeling ko talaga pasok to sa top 20 sa finals this coming Friday night. Now we go to my 13th spot and I'm giving it to, no surprise, Valerie Pawidwes from Ifugao. She really gave me life during the preliminary competition. You can clearly feel she wants it just by seeing her ability to perform on stage. Kahit her fellow candidates na were towering over her in terms of height, she was still standing tall with those sassy and confident moves on stage. And ang ganda talaga ng tindig niya. And evening gown naman, she really did fine here as well as her confidence was really brimming, lalo na when she spoke during the closed-door interview. I just love her tindig and body posture, ilan, and eloquence. Diba? Lalo na when she talked about her love for her profession, which is engineering. I really sense that she is really a go-getter, and it really shows so much of what she is as a person. Strong and determined in everything that she sets her sights to. So I wouldn't be surprised if she really goes far on Friday night. Now we go to my 12th spot, and I'm giving it to Tyra Goldman from Bohol. There is no doubt that her personality shines when she speaks, as I got to witness this again during the closed-door interview portion. But how I wish I could really say the same thing when it comes to her pasarela skills on stage. I wish I could really give life to her walk, to her presentation, so she could live up to her true potential of what we are seeing in her. Because if she decides to come back in Miss Universe Philippines in the near future, I would really put her under an intensive pasarela program because I really see the potential. But she would have to really work out on her presentation skills so she could really be the maxima that we have all envisioned her to be from the get-go. And now we go to my 11th spot, and I'm giving it to Lexi Eugenio from Pasig City. I am so happy this lady lived up to my expectations as she has been on a roll since her Aqua Boracay performance. And my gosh, she really walks so well and has strong stage presence. Tapos, she also wore her hair straight again. Her most powerful look talaga. And for some reason, it has never bored me at all throughout. It really helps talaga na she really knows how to walk and project in front of the camera. So nadadala niya tayo even if she has been serving the same look. But I feel her most beautiful moment came when she came out in that simple white gown, which really brought out the elegance in her. Na parang Naomi Campbell na Natalie Glebova ang kinalabasan ng aura niya na hindi ko ma-explain. Na she was such pure divinity when she walked down that stage. And I feel she deserves to be given acknowledgement for it because we are all so focused on the front runners right now. Interview-wise naman, I love how she is slowly overcoming her fear of public speaking. And I'm glad that she's learning how to smile even though she was so nervous inside while talking in front of the judges. So okay lang yan, Lexi. Bata ka pa naman. You can probably improve your communication skills once you realize your other dream of becoming a flight attendant and traveling around the world. And now we go to my top 10. Ito na. And number 10 on my list here is... I'm so happy to be giving this to her. Rochelle Hoco from Oriental Mindoro. What a big revelation this girl was during the preliminary competition. Ito talaga yata ang sisira sa mga hot picks nating lahat sa bandang huli. I mean, this lady really performed too. And I did not expect that from her. So I'm really shocked why we haven't been paying attention to this lady during this whole competition because all I know about her is her being a social media savvy person given she is a content creator too. Pero I did not realize she could floor me with her performance during the preliminary competition days ago. Because ang swabe-swabe niya guys maglakad. Tapos her big moment talaga came when she dazzled me in her blue evening gown where she wore this beautiful cape on her head like Mama Mary but make it fashion, na ang ganda-ganda talaga ng gown niya. It was so different but it didn't look weird. It was a moment for her and definitely memorable. So we were all pleasantly surprised. We were all pleasantly surprised talaga with her performance. She gave us a show and it was a big moment for her. Tapos ngumingiti-ngiti pa siya. So all the more we lap it up. So the audience truly connected with her and gave her a very resounding applause afterwards. Hence, she is my best in evening gown that night. Tapos, naman, during the closed-door interview, na-discover natin ang tatas niya pala magtagalog in expressing herself. And I thought she stood out there with her confidence as she talked about her OFW backstory. She really made a case out of being an empowered candidate given all the experiences that she has been through in life. Kasi 'di ba, she has already been living in Dubai and yet here she is throwing every caution to the wind just to pursue her dream of becoming a beauty queen. And she connected with me with that, given I also have my own aspirations in life. So I really love her confidence in this competition. So I wouldn't mind if she ends up making it to top 10 or why not top 5 tomorrow night. And now we go to my 9th spot and I'm giving it to Gwen Melis from Baguio City. I really like her a lot. I have to admit, she was one of those girls who really stunned me when I saw her come out on stage. Ang ganda ganyan niya. Mas maganda pa talaga siya in person and I finally get the hype surrounding her. Parang kamukha rin niya si Opal, no? Ang serene at ang captivating talaga ng beauty niya when she smiles lalo na. Tapos, marunong pa maglakad, so panalong-panalo talaga. I also like her evening gown performance because this gown really brought out the classiness and elegance in her. Yun nga lang, I don't know if this was really the right or perfect gown for her as I feel parang incongruent yung look niya dito. It's like two gowns in one. Although I have to admit, ang ganda ng pagka-glam niya talaga dito sa segment ng competition na ito. The hair bun really made her project a very queenly aura on stage. And for a while, I thought she was channeling her own Shanice Palacios moment here as it kinda had the same feels or visuals. But what I am super impressed with her the most is her being a professional here in this pageant. Despite having an eye infection, she really showed up in the closed-door interview without makeup. And doon natin nakita na mas maganda pa pala siya. Mas maganda pa pala si Gwen ng walang makeup, no? Tapos, ang light lang niya panoorin sa interview because she was smiling all throughout. Na, oo, ngayon ko lang nasabi, may personality rin pala talaga siya, no? So I thought we have finally a contender here out of Baguio. And although I am only ranking her 9th overall here, I wouldn't mind her going too far in the finals as well. She is one candidate who really excites me to death after watching her 4 days ago. And now we go to my 8th spot and I'm giving it to Katrina Legado from Taguig City. I feel like I am doing this lady such a disservice for putting her in just on my 8th spot. And this is such an unfair ranking for Kat who has done nothing wrong but be consistently beautiful and well-styled to win the MUPH crown on her second try. Because she's got the look, body, and styling for her. And I feel she has been the well-styled lady in this year's competition and she has to thank Dom Moreno for it. Pero sadly, I don't know why she hasn't really captured my imagination to be MUPH. Alam niyo yun, katulad na lang sa swimsuit performance niya nung prelims, that face is really giving with that signature sudden smiles. Pero for some reason, her pasarela, especially in swim, has been underwhelming me lately. She is good with the smizing part, don't get me wrong, but the walk has always been the same fun and flirty since 2022, given that she is already a pageant veteran. Parang it makes me feel that she is doing a model walk strategy than a beauty queen walk for her turn this time. So with that, I'm sensing she might be setting her sights to nabbing the Supra title instead. I know ranking her 8th is way too low for her, but I would not be surprised if she eventually ends up getting the Supra title given the crowning setup last year. Pero even if I may have my misgivings about her pasarela right now, no one can deny pa rin that she floored us during the evening gown segment with that Pablo Gomez gown. It was so different from the rest. And for a change, she did not play up her sexiness but just wowed us with her sweetness and regality. Ito talaga yung gusto ko kay Kat. She is always wowing me in terms of looks. Yun nga lang, it was kind of weird sa side ng gown niya that you can literally see the padding sa chest, and it was too long on her as well that she struggled to walk. On hindsight, ngayon ko lang naisip, maybe this kind of gown is meant for a taller girl to wear. Had it been altered to her body too, maybe it would have been better. But you know what? I still give her A for effort in always coming out with different looks all season. How I wish she could have wowed us with her pasarela walk too. Now we go to my seventh spot, and I'm giving it to no, Iliana Maria Aduana from Siniloan, Laguna. Body, 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 serving me body, body, body during the swim. Itong talagang si Iliana, maliwalas. But more than that, I am beyond thrilled to see a different Iliana during the preliminary competition. It was a very toned down Iliana that we saw, and I truly liked it. Na ramdam ko talaga yung restraint niya. And for that, I really commend her for listening to all of us na wag masyadong gigil and just enjoy and be relaxed performing for us on stage. So na-appreciate ko talaga siya ng bongga dito. And ang ganda rin naman ng gown niya, but I feel the tangerine orange color did not really suit her. I know it's really one of her favorite colors, but it just did not work for me. And for some reason, it gave me Miss Grand feels. Yes, the gown gave me Miss Grand feels, as those big curls and orange gown with a cape were so Miss Grand to me. Hence, I feel she has to go to another different direction, similar to Binibining Pilipinas before, na yung pink gown niya na Marachua with high pony, which I consider so fashion talaga. Now, moving forward, now in other aspects naman, moving forward, interview-wise, I noticed that she is no longer using super highfalutin words and tries her best to appear relatable, and I commend her for her effort. It really shows that she is really listening to us. She's open to feedback and criticism, even to a point that there are so many things that she has been discovering about herself na kaya naman pala niya, 'di ba? Pero yun nga lang, hindi pa rin niya talaga maitago yung gigil niya to win sa bandang huli just by how she answered that classic "Why should you be the next Miss Universe Philippines" question. And it sounded too gigil na naman and hungry to win the crown. And ako na talaga yung natatakot sa chances niya ngayon pa lang. Because how many times we saw many gigil girls in the past only to cry in the end that they did not win their dream crown. Because if there's one thing I learned from covering MUPH before, ayaw talaga nila sa mga gigil na girls. Gusto nila relax and effortless lang yung mga queens nila. So we got to see the likes of Bea, Rabia, Celeste, and Chelsea getting crowned. Na alam nyo, nagigilty na talaga ako sa mga sinasabi ko kay Iliana right now. So I will stop right here. I just hope she really proves me wrong in the end. Now we go to my sixth spot, and I'm giving it to Amanda Russo from Pasay City. There's so much going on with her candidacy as she's slowly bubbling up in everyone's list. And when I finally saw Amanda perform on stage, wow, she really looks beautiful in person. I super like how she wore her hair down in swimsuit for a change, as I already got so bored with her ponytail looks for quite some time. And glad she made that decision, as hair in wavy curls really enhanced her beauty. And I guess that's the only good thing that I will have to say about her prelims performance, as I feel her blue gown styling completely underwhelmed me. There were so many elements in that gown which made it so busy that I got distracted from looking at the beauty of her face. Because that evening gown was really a failed chance to make her mala ala Georgina Wilson, na fierce pero manika, which is what I would have envisioned her to look sana that night, because hindi ko talaga magets yung gown niya na sinuot niya dito. It's very dated. So sayang, because ang ganda-ganda pa naman niya in stills and in motion. Ang ganda ng styling sa swim, pero not in her evening gown. Tapos her pasarela pa and footwork still needs improvement din. Hence, she's still so raw. And I don't know if this is enough to get her to top 5 if objectivity ang pag-uusapan natin sa prelims performance. So I'm hoping that she will switch to a better gown for finals for a better chance of winning the crown, because I really feel she has all the ingredients to win the crown. And now we go to my fifth spot, and I'm giving it to, I really love her so much, She's really peaking at the right time. Doctora Gabby Carvalho from Cebu. Oh, it's such a thrill to watch the resident Doctora in the competition. Doctora Gabby. And in fairness kay Doctora ha, may stage presence talaga siya when I finally watched her in the flesh. And I'm so happy to say she finally got the right hairstyling for her as it really made her so youthful on stage. I also would like to note how she has learned to smile or inject those smiles in between while ramping down the stage. As I noticed, she has been so fierce, diba, with her catwalk for quite some time now. O diba, ang youthful lang din at ang light-light niyan ng kinalabasan at ang sarap-sarap niyang panoorin dito sa stage, Doktora. So ganyan dapat, diba? Now, let's go to her evening gown performance naman. Am I the only one in minority who feels mixed about her white gown? First, the black panels kind of remind me of Krishna's Miss Universe Philippines gown before. And nagets ko naman yung illusion concept ng black panels ng gown as it made her look tall white. Well, zoom out. But here is the thing, it completely lost me nung close-up shots na niya as it was kind of weird yung dating, lalo na sa may bust area. And the neckline was off too as it made her look short. So how I wish her designer could have made a halter designed one for her instead para nagkaroon siya ng leeg. Diba? But overall, I super love the thought that she deviated from the sequin gowns that I have been so tired of seeing on stage. And yun nga lang talaga, I just did not like the gown design. But having said that, it's just very minor and can easily be remedied or changed. What I am super impressed with her is something which can no longer be remedied from her. It's her brilliance in the interview round. And I'm really beyond impressed at the level of her wit and smarts in sharing her views in life. From being slow to anger, to second chances, and being an empath, there are so many things to learn from her in life. And for her brilliance, it's more than enough for me to put her in my top 5. I mean, there should be a Julia Sobier or Stacey Gabriel in this batch, or at least in the top 5. And I see those girls in Gabby in terms of eloquence right now. Si Doktora talaga yung perfect example who started from zero to slowly building her name favorably in the pageant without any gimmickry, just all about heart and simplicity to make it to the top. And now we go to my 4th spot, and I'm giving it to Chelsea Fernandez from Sultan Kudarat. I really have to give it to her. This lady truly delivered during the preliminary show. Hindi ko akalain that she could wow me like this for a performance. First of all, may I just say how she finally got the perfect look for her? I did not know straight hair looked so good on her, but it's just really the icing on the cake. Yeah. Because I was really stunned by her performance in the evening gown segment as she really worked her magic there. Ang lambot-lambot lang niya rin tignan but still super sexy. Ang bango-bango niya talaga here in mint green as it was really a good gown for the preliminary competition. Na sobrang KF ang styling niya but was so refreshing na bumagay sa kanya. Gets nyo? And granted, her gown design styling was this, she still worked that one portion of cape to give it a dramatic effect. And I thought, wow, she really understood the assignment. She lit up that stage with her dramatic effect. And maybe it helped that the color of her gown, mint green, really complemented her skin as it kind of illuminated her face. So it all the more helped Chelsea looking glowing on stage. Yes, I felt that glow coming from her. And it was really a joy seeing all these improvements from Chelsea through this performance. Hairstyling, walk, and makeup were far better than her previous ones. Diba? And interview-wise naman, she is sounding less rehearsed and templated now, which is also quite an improvement. And napapansin niyo, flashes that sweet smile every time she answers. And I like that. Mai-in-love ka rin talaga sa charm niya. I also wouldn't mind seeing this lady win Miss Universe Philippines this year. Lalo na beauty prototype din siya sa Thailand. And now we go to my 3rd spot and I'm giving it to Winwin Marquez from Muntinlupa. Oh my God, it is such a beautiful moment to see Winwin perform in the flesh on stage, as hindi niya ako binigo when she finally unleashed her power during the preliminary competition. Her performance in the swimsuit segment is really worth the price of admission with that rampadora and hip sway moves na binuhay niya talaga yung buong Resorts World sa kanyang performance dito, na ang landi-landi and flirty-flirty, na she granted all our Becky wishes come true. And I'm so kilig. And then when it finally came to her evening gown performance, she looked so great as well, with that, with that moon inspiration behind the concept of her gown, with that incorporation of those pearls in the gown. And what an amazing feeling to see Winwin in movement with that gown. I thought for a moment I was seeing a reincarnation of Maxine Medina on stage, especially with that fringe details and linear design on the bodice to make her appear tall. The gown definitely looked cohesive styling-wise. Siguro if I were to nitpick, a different color like a bright navy or purple would have made it pop more. Or a different hairstyle, as it made her quite older. What do you think? But overall, I really love seeing Winwin enjoy performing on stage, devoid of any pressure that we are putting her at the moment. Hence, it's making me feel that she is in the right headspace to win this whole competition. And masaya lang talaga ako sa kanya because she has been very consistent all throughout. And even though I am only ranking her third here, I also would not mind seeing her taking it all the way till the end because of everything of who she is. Rampadora, mabait, maganda, and the most important thing, walang attitude and humble talaga in presenting herself the whole time here in Miss Universe Philippines this year. Lalo na when you watch her prelims interview, all the more that you will realize how powerful she is as a speaker as well. And maybe it's really time for a mother to represent us in Miss Universe. And even though she isn't the beauty prototype in Thailand, I know she will still give us a good fight. Hindi talaga siya magpapatalo ng buhay sa mga Latinas, at alam natin niyang lahat. Now we go to my second overall pick. And no surprise, I'm giving it to Eloisa Haud from Laguna. You just don't know how kilig I was to see her in person during preliminary competition, not just on stage but also after the show, accidentally, as I was on my way out of Resorts World. Gosh, ang nipis ni Eloisa pala in person, at ang liit-liit ng bewang niya, at ang bait-bait pa. But all those feelings were lame compared to the moment that I felt when she finally walked out on stage to perform during the swimsuit segment of the competition. My gosh! She just looked so statuesque in her swim. Ang haba-haba ng bias niya talaga at ang tindig niya talaga. Beauty queen talaga, na para akong nanonood ng lakad from a Miss Venezuela or Miss Colombia pageant. Like, you will really feel amazed by the refinement of her walk and the beauty of her aura. Plus, ang ganda-ganda ng styling niya in her swim look. Na she really had that commanding and powerful presence which really floored me, which is making me cry right now because I really got to witness her magic and aura just before the whole competition is over. And I really felt it. Naramdaman ko talaga yun. I felt that spark or magic from her in this round. Hence, she is my best in swimsuit this year. So if there is a minor nitpick here lang, I wish she would have picked a different hue of purple for her swimsuit color, as that lavender color kind of washed her out. So sana she could have picked that darker purple one instead, kasi jewel tones really look so good on her. Now, when it came to her evening gown performance, I feel this is where she lost a bit of her spark where she wore that yellow gown, as I was really expecting a solid color gown from her instead. Maganda naman yung gown at maayos naman niyang nairampa, but I feel it was the wrong gown for her as it made her look flat, and the gown design looked dated pa. A design that we have seen from contestants back in 2016 and 2018 pa. So I just hope Eloisa would have been given the chance to choose her wardrobe for crucial moments like this, because nakaka-apekto talaga sa momentum niya. Hopefully, she will be back to wearing a Jobes Estrella gown for the finals. For favor. Please. Interview-wise naman, sa closed-door interview niya, I hope she could make her answers more personable, especially if she would be asked again the proverbial why should she be the next Miss Universe Philippines question. Sana makapagbigay pa siya ng concrete example or experience in her life why she thinks she is relatable to the masses. Because Eloisa needs to come out of her shell more, especially when she does interviews. She seems to be the shy type or natatakot humawak ng microphone. And for that, I am putting her in my second place position because she has so many things to work out pa on this aspect. And now we go to my overall winner of this list, and I'm giving it to... Nagbobolahan pa ba tayo? Obvious naman eh. Atisa Manalo from Quezon Province. Diyos ko, nagulat pa ba kayo dito sa number 1 ko? Siyempre, paninindigan ko na, di ba? Halos mawala na ako sa eksena just to show how much I really love her. Guys, siya talaga eh. And I'm really sorry, pero putya, nakakaloka talaga si Bakla nung preliminary competition na Miss Thailand ng atake ni Bakla last Monday night. Na sobrang beautiful niya na parang santo lang na Mama Mary at ang linis-linis na ng lakad niya. Na wala na yung mga pakanto-kanto poses niya nung ganun. Alam niya na talaga kung sino yung mga nanonood sa kanya. And I swear she really had the winning glow last night, most importantly. And it's really quite ironic lumabas na yung winning glow niya at her most relaxed state. The glow that I was looking for from her last year, but I guess it's never too late for that to come out from Atisa just in the nick of time. And granted, her yellow gown design was something I have seen from before, but it really looked good on her as bumagay talaga yung mga ganyang pa-sexy design ni Mama Val Taguba. Kasi ito yung mga sinasabi ko sa inyo noon before sa mga MUPH vlogs ko kay Atisa, that Atisa really looks good on bright or pastel colors kasi it really complements her royal and elegant beauty. So kita nyo, litaw na litaw talaga yung beauty ni Atisa dito. She just looks so heavenly on this one na ang Diyosa-Diyosa niya talaga ng prelims. And ang saya-saya ko lang for her because she got everything right in the most important part of the competition. The makeup, the yellow gown, the simple pasarela walk without those kanto-kanto poses really gelled well to give us the Atisa that we have all come to love since 2018. It also helped that she was really relatable and not afraid of judgment when she took her turn during the preliminary interview. She was just very authentic, especially when she narrated how she used to love collecting scraps and empty bottles when she was a kid, which brought out her interest for business. How she doesn't harbor any hate towards her Finnish father who she never became close with, and the paulit-ulit times that she is joining Miss Universe Philippines. I thought, wow, she was just very humble and kind here, and she really no longer cares talaga what we think about her. And malaking bagay itong relatability factor na ito, which was questioned tremendously when she went to Miss Cosmo last year. So, it's either you love or hate her at this point in time. So, ang gaan-gaan lang talaga ng loob mo panoorin yung interview niya na walang excess baggage and feel good lang talaga yung vibe na nafe-feel mo sa kanya. And this is already giving me a preview of how her reign will look like. Na Diyosa-Diyosahan lang at magaan lang siya talagang panoorin hanggang makarating na uli siya sa Thailand. Alam nyo guys, malaking consideration talaga yung pageant na gaganap din sa Thailand this year. Yung ganyang beauty ni Atisa with a huge fan base, ang papatok talaga sa Thailand na pwedeng kumaribal sa fandom ni Catriona at Vina ngayon because we all know how Thai fandom operates. Mahilig sila sa mga ship ng mga candidates, diba? Katulad kay CJ and Ami. They spend and invest so much time for their beloved queens. Diba? Binibigyan nila ng mga iPads, cellphones, and nakikita ko lahat yun kay Atisa. So sending her talaga to Miss Universe in Thailand later this year is a must kasi it's like hitting two birds with one stone. We are hitting the beauty prototype of Thailand out of the beauty of Atisa with a huge fan base. Malaki pa talaga yung fan base niya. And kung anuman pa ang improvement na gagawin kay Atisa or ni Atisa, napakadaling remedyohan na yun. At di na kailangan ng katakot-takot at madugong training para maging competitive. Because she is the Atisa Manalo already na konti na lang talaga ang aayusin sa kanya. As I told you, as I had told you guys in my previous vlogs, sure placement talaga tayo kay Atisa if we end up sending her. I want her to redeem us from our dismal top 30 placement last year. And Atisa has that chance to bring us back to top 5 with her beauty and backstory. I'm sure mamahalin siya talaga ng mga Thais when she ends up representing us.